Chapter 6. Patrick. I am a bundle of nerves as I drop Amelia off at preschool and head to work. This will be the first day I'll see Piper since finding her in the tree, and I have no idea how it is going to go. I'm hoping it's not going to be uncomfortable, but it is a weird situation. Thankfully, I beat her there and have time to compose myself before she enters. She looks just as beautiful as ever today, but I notice circles under her eyes. "Is everything okay, Piper?" I ask when she plops down at her desk. She sighs, lifting her bangs off her forehead with her breath. "Not really. Ian officially broke up with me through a text. He said I'm too structured." "A text? That's low. This guy. I've never met him, but I can't help feeling that he's pretty much scum." Her shoulders roll forward, giving her a dejected look. "It is indeed. He sent it shortly after the tree incident. I considered your suggestion of attending your brother's group, but I don't think I can at the moment. However, I was thinking yesterday that maybe you could help me." I blink at her. "Me? What do you mean?" "Well, he is your brother, correct? Maybe you could ask him what he'd do for someone in my situation, and then you could help me with it. I understand that you're not a therapist, but I know you, and right now that feels less vulnerable and more attainable than anything else." "That's not really the way he works," I begin, but then I realize this is my opportunity. I can help Piper with both her confidence and her rigidity, and get closer to her along the way. "But maybe he'll have some advice. I'll call him and ask." "Thank you. I trust that your brother is a professional and his group is probably great, but I feel like I've suffered enough public humiliation. Does that make sense?" I chuckle. "Yeah, it does. Believe me, we've all been there at one time or another." Her forehead creases. "Really? You don't seem like someone who has suffered public humiliation." "You should have known me in high school. I suffered plenty of public humiliation, and though my ex-wife didn't exactly divorce me through text, it was pretty close, and just as humiliating." Her mouth falls open. "You were married?" "I was," I say, wondering why she looks so shocked by that, other than the fact that I have never mentioned my ex-wife before. "I have a 5-year-old daughter, Amelia." "I had no idea." "Well, we don't talk about much other than work, but maybe that can change." I can't keep the hope out of my voice. "Perhaps." Piper pushes her glasses up and turns to her computer. "We should probably get to work now, but let me know what your brother says." I let out a tiny sigh and shake my head as I turn to my computer. Piper is a hard nut to crack, but I'm determined to succeed. When lunch rolls around, it is not my brother, but Chris that I call, because I already know what Dave would say. I quickly fill Chris in on the situation and then ask, "Any ideas for what I should do?" "You mean besides not pretending to play therapist?" she asks. "Yes, besides that. Look, I'm doing what Dave said. I'm becoming friends with her and helping her to try new things. I just need some suggestions of what to do, and I'll find a way to avoid the friend zone." On the other end, Chris sighs. "For the record, I think this is a bad idea and you should just be honest with her. But there is an event you could take her to tonight that might help." "Great. What is it?" I pick up my pen, ready to write down her fabulous idea. "It's a speed dating event." The pen falls from my fingers. "What? Are you crazy? I don't want to take her to a place where she might meet another guy. I'm trying to help her realize I'm the guy." I know. Look, it's perfect. It will give her the opportunity to talk to lots of guys. You said she wanted to work on self-esteem, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to push her into the arms of another man.
Don't worry. These speed dating events are generally disasters. So not only will she gain some confidence in talking to guys, but she'll also see how great you are in comparison to the men that show up to these things.
And what if this one isn't a disaster? What if some great guy like a tech billionaire shows up there and sweeps her off her feet?
Are you listening to yourself right now? Your job deals with numbers, right?
Yeah, so?
She sighs on the other end. So, according to the latest research, only 1% of people find their spouse through speed dating. 1%, Patrick. That's pretty small. Even though she can't see me, I roll my eyes at her sarcasm.
Okay, I get it. Although technically you said spouses, and I'm just talking about boyfriends. But I get your point. Give me the information on the event.
As she rattles off the details, I scribble them down, and then realize I need one more favor from her.
Hey, Chris.
Yes, I'll pick up Amelia, she says, reading my mind. But I want all the details tonight.
You got it, and thanks.
As soon as I hang up with Chris, I go in search of Piper. She is eating at a table by herself, her laptop open in front of her. It's pretty much how she spends every lunch break, but not today. I pull out a chair and grin at her.
How does your schedule look tonight?
She glances up at me. Tonight? Why?
There's a speed dating event tonight, and I have it on good authority that it would be great for your confidence in speaking to new people.
I don't like the idea of lying to her, even if it's just a little white lie, so I conveniently leave David's name out of it. Piper may not know Chris, but I do consider her a good authority on dating. Piper's eyes widen and she blinks at me. Speed dating? I don't know. That's not really my strength. I nod and give her an encouraging look.
Which is the point, right? Trying new things, gaining confidence and speaking to people. Look, it is going to push you out of your comfort zone, but it's a low-stress atmosphere, and I really think facing some of your fears head-on could help build your confidence. You might even discover qualities you're looking for in a partner.
Piper bites her lip and tilts her head, her eyes narrowing as she studies me. I'm not sure I like the way she's looking at me. It's almost like I can see her gears turning. I'll attend this speed dating event on one condition. I'm afraid to ask what the condition is, but I don't want Piper to say no.
Okay, what's the condition?
You have to participate too.
I'm not the one suffering from low confidence or the inability to talk to people, I say with a smile.
The truth is, I had already planned to participate. If the pool is as bad as Chris says, then I will look great when I land across from her. Yes, but you're single too. She holds out a finger as if making a list. Suddenly, her eyes widen. Wait, you are single, right? Then she clasps her hand over her mouth as her face turns bright red. I'm sorry, that came out so wrong. You said you were divorced, but I didn't know if there was someone else.
It's okay, I say with a chuckle. I am still single.
Okay, so if we're both single, then there's no reason I should suffer alone. I lift my eyebrows at her, surprised that's all she came up with.
That's it? That's all you've got? That isn't a very convincing reason.
Her face folds in dismay. I know, but it's all I can think of right now. I can come up with more by the end of the day.
It's fine. I'll participate too. What have I got to lose, right? Besides, I think it will be fun.